Il y a une main dans mon trou.
There is a hand up my butt.
Je suis entièrement contrôlé par des fils.
I am controlled entirely by strings.
Ma tête est en bois.
My head is a piece of wood.
French for Puppets will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you the following episode of Almost Live.
Very excited audience tonight, and why not? Why not? Because it's been such an exciting week. Obviously, the Huskies didn't have much trouble with the Oregon Ducks today. But to be honest, it's always hard for the Ducks when they have to leave Eugene because the whole team has to squeeze into one old VW van, and then they showed up at Husky Stadium all messed up. And you know, all of Seattle though is bursting with pride because why? Who's the cover of Time magazine this week? Eddie Vedder. Yeah. You know, I have to say, I wonder, how did Time figure out how to put on the cover? I guess they were in there. Let's see what happened this week. Mandela and de Klerk won the Nobel Peace Prize. There's unrest in Haiti. More troops are being flown to Somalia. Who do you think we should put on the cover, guys? Pearl Jam! Yeah! In other publications, if you're like me, and I know you are, and you want to see a movie, you figure it out by reading the reviews because I trust the experts. And I was reading the paper the other day. I saw this great review for the movie Judgment Night. You might see this. You'll stay on the edge of your seat throughout the entire movie. Now, is this Siskel? Ebert? No. Brian Tracy. Evening Magazine. Yes. It doesn't say what Penny thought, but, you know, I'm kind of disturbed about that. But Brian's review all over the country now, so if you don't like the movie, you know who to blame. And although I do think this is a good career move for Brian, and a lot of other local celebrities are getting into the movie review business that you might see. For example, you might have seen Harry Wappler's review of Dazed and Confused. Man, I was really tripping. Did you see that? Ken Schramm's review of The Age of Innocence. I was led to believe there would be more nudity. And finally, Emmett Watson's review of Jurassic Park. Dinosaurs didn't look like that. I know, I was there. It's a good career move. But hey now, movie fans, if you're looking for the next superhero, look no farther because Almost Live is proud to present a new hero for our time. Take a look.
Blue to green to red. I can't remember.
Hey, Dave, come on, you're missing the game.
Hey, yeah, hurry up with those margaritas.
Yeah, Dave, hurry up, we're thirsty.
What am I gonna do? Help! Help!
Excuse me, darling. I'm gonna go powder my nose.
This sounds like a job for... capable woman!
It's time for the adventures of Capable Woman, the new superhero who isn't new exactly
exactly. It's just she's finally broken through the male-dominated superhero power structure and is just now getting the recognition that is so rightly hers. Capable woman! Who are you?
Whenever a man is in trouble and his male ego is threatened by his own incompetence, I'm here to help. You don't have much time. Quick, hand me that wrench. Done.
Wow, thanks, capable woman. My male ego's still intact and nobody needs to know I couldn't fix it myself.
Hey, Dave, what's the holdup, man?
Oh, jeez, you gotta get out of here.
What do you gotta do to get a drink or a...
Capable woman! What, you know her?
No, just heard of. Me too, from a friend of a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, how's that carburetor running? Craig, the pop-up mechanism on your toaster still working? Tom, your lawnmower running smoothly?
Capable woman!
Wonder Woman may have big tits, but she doesn't know jack about transmissions.
Oh, stay with us because we've got a great show and we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration for Almost Live provided by Ballard Computer in Seattle, Kirkland, and now open in Tacoma.
You've got style. You've got flair. You've got what it takes to have
Headbanger hair!
Headbanger hair. Washes out the limpies and washes in the clean, grungy look of the 90s. And with Headbanger hair, there's no more tears, no more tangles. Just smooth, flowing, lustrous hair. So flip it, swing it, swirl it, and twirl it. But above all, bang it. Headbanger hair shampoo and conditioner. Available at Tower Records. Warning, there's no alcohol in Headbanger hair shampoo. Do not drink this product. This is the First Date post-game show with Terry Bradshaw.
Welcome once again to the First Date post-game show. I'm Terry Bradshaw, but not that Terry Bradshaw. With me, as always, is dating analyst and former UW dating all-star Lance Kilpatrick.
Hi, everybody.
Now, this week, of course, the big matchup was between Brad Schilling and Kathy Bickford, and our guest today, who played a tight offense, is Brad himself. Welcome, Brad.
Thanks.
Now, Brad, you seemed confident going into this date, despite last week's tremendous dumping by Lisa Rinaldi. Did that affect your date with Kathy?
Not at all, Terry. I mean, sure, Lisa was a disappointment, but you gotta just put that out of your head and move ahead to the next date. That's what I did with Kathy.
Okay, now I'm getting word from the bathroom that Kathy is out of the showers now. We have her standing by. Kathy, what are your thoughts on the date?
Well, Terry, I knew this was going to be a tough date, but I felt prepared. I'd seen Brad's previous dating films, so I knew what kind of moves he was likely to try.
Kathy, Lance Kilpatrick here. You were the underdog coming into this date. Your last 3 dates all ended with a handshake and a promise of "I'll call you." Did that affect you?
Well, my confidence was definitely a little shaken, and consequently, I think my defense was a little weak during the first half of the date. Brad is a good, solid dater, but he is predictable. I allowed him to complete a few more passes than I should have, but my main goal was to keep him from scoring early on.
Now, Brad, you were ahead in the early game, but you ran into some trouble as the second half started. Now, what happened at halftime there?
Okay, after the first half, I felt the momentum of the date was definitely with me. I thought I saw an opening, so when I went into the bathroom at halftime, I bought a condom from the little machine.
Right.
I got overconfident, which you cannot do, well, as you know from your Super Bowl experience, Terry.
I'm not that Terry Bradshaw. But that brings us to our cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft Ice Lagered Cold Icy Filtered Light GDL Draft Key Play of the Day. And it happened just as Brad was returning to the dating field. And Lance, why don't you give us the play-by-play here?
Okay, here you can see Brad returning from the bathroom. As he sits down, he loses control of the condom, which falls from his breast pocket. Brad tries to recover the fumble, but it gets intercepted by Kathy. Let's listen.
What the hell is this?
It's not for you, okay? I mean, it is for you, but not in the way that you, no, wait, okay. It's...
Okay, here's where Brad gets hurt. Right here.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Whew.
Let's take a look at that again in slow motion. And Brad, maybe you can tell us what was going through your mind right here.
I was just praying it wasn't going to aggravate that old groin injury.
Yeah. Okay, we'll return to the second half of this date and its surprising conclusion, but let's take a quick look at some of the other dates happening today. It is a high-scoring date in the Windy City, as Al Leach and Linda Musser have already checked into a cheap motel. However, Al has an unfortunate reputation for choking in situations like this. Maybe he can lose that label today. In Tucson, it's the annual grudge date between Mitch Groff and Ali Struble. This is the 8th year in a row these two dating powers have tried to make things work out. But it doesn't look good, because early in the first quarter, Ali has already dredged up that old story about how Mitch broke her favorite lamp. And over in the alternative dating conference, Dwayne and Trevor are having an exciting date, starting from the opening coin toss, when Dwayne, in a surprising move, elected to receive. We'll keep you updated on that. And right now, let's get back to this week's date and the final play of the date, and what a final play it was, huh, Lance?
This one came out of nowhere, folks. Just as it looked like things were dead even, a surprise play came in from the sidelines. Take a look.
Excuse me, there's a phone call for you. It's your babysitter. She says your 2-year-old won't stop crying.
Thanks.
You've got a kid?
Well, sort of. Just a small one.
Okay, the waiter should have been called for interference right there, but that didn't happen. Instead, Brad forfeits the date, leaving Kathy to pay the bill.
Nice going, Brad.
Hey, you never told me about the kid. That's too many players.
Well, be that as it may, this one was a date for the record books, and that's all the time we have. But be sure to join us next week for what should be a very interesting matchup as Brad takes on Kathy's babysitter. We'll see you then. Good night.
Studio amplification for Almost Live provided by American Music. Now open in Tacoma.
Our place is a mess. We have boxes everywhere. In fact, they cover the dining room table. We can't even eat.
Here you go, Rita.
Thank you.
Sure.
Hey, thanks for inviting us over for dinner.
Oh, yes. It's really awkward being the new couple in the neighborhood.
Hey, it's our pleasure. It's great to have another couple our age on the block.
Oh, it really is. And you know, Pete has just been dying to have someone around to talk sports with.
Oh, well, that's Russell, all right. Anything to do with sports.
Oh, hey, honey, I've got an idea. Why don't you take Russell downstairs and show him your baseball cap collection while I make the salad?
What do you think?
Sure.
Come on.
Great.
Can I help you with that salad?
Oh, sure. I'd love some help.
Hey, no gossiping while we're gone.
Right. Oh, he really loves that sports stuff. In fact, he likes to come to bed wearing a cap and pretending he's a baseball player.
Oh, yeah. Russell likes to fantasize that he's the milkman.
Oh, does he like to have, like, sex a lot in cars, too?
Yes. I hate that.
Oh, me too.
Here's a new Mariner hat. I think you probably like that one.
Oh, yeah. I like these a lot better than the old ones.
Yeah, the teal's really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and remember that scene in Risky Business where Tom Cruise is, like, dancing around in his underwear?
Right.
Okay. Well, Pete's always doing that when he's feeling just a little bit frisky.
Russell has what he calls his lucky underwear.
Ooh! Sounds dangerous.
This one is actually from the Yomiuri Giants of the Japanese baseball league.
That's great. I've never seen one of those.
I mean, men are so funny. I mean, Pete is totally, deathly paranoid that someone's going to find out he's a 32-year-old man who can't drive a stick shift.
Oh, God, that's so silly.
I know.
Russell thinks that somehow people are going to find out that he wet the bed until he was 18.
So both you guys really like sports?
Oh, yeah. In fact, if you can believe it, Rita was a cheerleader in high school.
Oh, I can believe it. Did I show you the Seattle Rainiers hat? This is a great hat.
Oh, get this. He actually bought one of those hairsprays for his bald spot.
No. He's painting his head. Oh, well, Pete sleeps with a towel wrapped around his head, okay? Because he thinks that'll keep his hairs from falling out.
No!
Yes! Oh, I can't believe it!
This is one of my favorite hats, the Tacoma Tiger.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
Hey, wait. Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. All right.
I got the whole collection, but don't tell Sandy.
Okay.
And Russell has this really weird hang-up about showering with other men.
Oh, Pete can't pee at a urinal with other men around.
You know, Sandy would kill me if she knew I was showing this stuff around. She's a little bit of a prude.
Oh, yeah. Rita's the same way. She had a very strict family upbringing.
Oh, God, no. Not really, no.
Well, dinner's probably about ready.
Okay. Great collection.
Thanks.
Oh, here they come, here they come. Oh, hi, you guys have a nice chat about sports?
Yeah, sports. Yeah, that's all we talked about. What do you guys talk about?
No, nothing much.
Yeah, nothing much, just, you know, baseball,
Movies.
hair.
Vegetables.
John Report. I'm John. Here's my report. Well, Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen is thinking of buying Ticketmaster. Allen told reporters that the $400 million price tag is fine, but he's not so sure about the $100 million service charge. Well, a woman billed as the real-life Barbie made a special appearance at the Target store in Kent. And you can meet the real-life Ken any Saturday night at Tugs on Capitol Hill. Environmentalists are pressuring President Clinton to expand his current old-growth forest plan. The activists say that they want the plan to include protection for slugs, lichen, fungi, and Grateful Dead fans. King County Executive Tim Hill is asking county mayors to push for teen curfews. Hill says there's no reason kids can't be finished with their drive-by shootings and in bed by 11 o'clock. Well, nearly 30% of students in Seattle do not go to public schools. To fight the perception that private schools are better, the Seattle School District has adopted a new slogan: Seattle Public Schools, at least you don't have to sell chocolate bars. King County introduced a new campaign last week called Get in the Loop, Buy Recycled, urging people to purchase products made out of recycled material. They say that includes most paper products, some bottles, and all of the new songs on the new Aerosmith album. The King County Council said this week that cremation is the only method it will cover for indigents. A spokesman for the council says this new policy will send a warning signal to indigents: either shape up and get a job, or the county will set you on fire. Finally, Oregon Senator Bob Packwood has refused to hand over his personal diary to the Senate Ethics Committee. Packwood claims the diary is a private and sacred matter between him and whoever he felt like feeling up that day. All right, it's been the John Report. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You've heard it from your parents, your teachers, your friends. You've heard it all your life.
Stop doing that.
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 But in spite of it all, you've never really been able to stop doing that, have you? But now there's help.
Hello, I'm Dr. Harvey Feenwaber, and I've helped thousands of people to stop doing that. People who've been doing that for all of their lives now no longer do that.
Thanks to Dr. Feenwaber, I've almost completely stopped doing that. Well, I still do that once in a while, but I don't do that as much as I used to.
If you'd like help to stop doing that, send for this informational pamphlet, How to Stop Doing That. Within a few weeks, you'll begin to lose the urge to continue doing that.
But what if I like doing that?
You need to stop doing that. Send for this pamphlet, How to Stop Doing That. Box 10590, Grand Central Station, New York. Not affiliated with Stop Touching That, Stop Picking at That Thing, and Stop Making Those Noises.
It looks, thank you. It looks as though, no, it's okay, folks. Calm down. It looks as though we've reached an end of another fabulous episode of Almost Live, and we all wanted to wish the Toronto Blue Jays, you know, didn't we want to wish them well? Yeah. We're happy that they got the trophy. Although, the trophy, I understand, is they only get 2/3 of it because of the exchange rate. So that's okay. And also, you guys obviously had a good time, and so if you want to join the people here in our audience, call this number. Well, when? Not right now, because there's nobody down at the phone right now. But there is a message, so call that number, and you'll get tickets. Yes, yeah, or if you're lonely, just call it. Anyway, thanks. We'll see you next week.